Well, Angela wrote on her card to her, she put, I'm so looking forward to seeing you on your celebration. So I had to, oh, Grandma said, well, you know, Paul and Arlene went to Palm Springs. They won't be back till late. You can't expect them to come, she said. Right? Cheese.
Once you lose, are you losing by much?
Did you say that again?
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. From James. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Everybody wants cheese.
Are you recording sound? Hey, get rid of that.
Okay, first of all, I'll introduce myself. I'm Hilda Gotaas. I'm sure everybody knows me here. Before we go any further, I've got $5 for the quietest kid. So when we do this, whoever the quietest kid is the $5. Okay? Leave it right here. Money talks. I was asked to come up and say a few things for Grandma. Another thing is, the other day Mom was telling me that Grandma said that I was her most favorite 30-year-old grandson. I'm your only 30-year-old grandson. Grandma was born in 1905 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She went back to Norway. She's 2.5 years old. She came back to Canada in 1927, where she worked at St. Mary's. She was an Olympic cross-country skier, from what I heard. And that's when she met Grandpa. They got married in 1932, and shortly after that, they had their first one, And then,
So when she threw out to the dog and the dog threw back in.
and then Sophie, the youngest. And from these, we have 15 grandchildren and 12 and a half great-grandchildren. So we've done pretty good. I want to tell you a little story about Grandma. Anytime I ever started taking out a girl, I'd always take her over to Grandma's house so she could inspect. And she was always really nice to my girlfriends. But this one girl, this McLeod girl from out east, good Scottish girl, brought her back to the house. Grandma was just being rude to her, and I just, Grandma, you're not like this to my girl. What's going on? Well, she pulled me aside. She said, you know, a couple of years ago, I ran into Mrs. McLeod. We were walking down the street, and we both looked down, and we saw this $10 bill lying on the pavement. So we both stepped on this thing at the same time. And we talked for a while, trying to decide who's going to get the $10. So we finally decided to put the $10 in our teeth. And whoever could pull the $10 out would get the $10. So Mrs. McLeod put her hand in her mouth. Grandma put her hand in her mouth. Mrs. McLeod goes, "Are you ready?" Grandma goes, "Yeah." We're going to have a little sing-song here. Tara's been practicing for 2 weeks. She wants to sing a couple little songs. And forget which songs they are. You have any names for it? Okay. So Tara will sing.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. Beating of our hearts to the only sound. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts to the only sound. Running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And when you put your we're alone now. Beating of our hearts to the only sound. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now.
Hey, Mark wants to tell us a little joke. Okay, Mark, you got a question for me?
Yeah.
What's your question?
What do you call Smurf when he pulls down his pants?
A Smurf when he pulls down his pants?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A big moon.
A blue moon! Okay, Brent and I are going to do a little skit here. I have to explain to you exactly what happened. It was a really bad bus accident, and there was 10 cheerleaders and 20 football players on it. And I'm the investigator, and I'm walking around the scene trying to figure out exactly what happened. Everybody was killed, except for the team mascot. So I walk around and I'm looking, and I come across this team mascot. Nobody's alive to find out what happened in the bus. So I thought, well, he's my only resort, so I'm going to ask him. Did you see anything that happened? Yes, you did? What were they doing? What were they doing? They were drinking on the bus? All of them were drinking on the bus? Did you see anything else? Yes, you did.
I can't see them.
You did see something else? They were smoking? Smoking on the bus? Was there anything else going on? There was. What else were they doing? Kissing? They were kissing? Making love on the bus? And when this was all going on, what were you doing? She walks up to him and she says, "Oh, what's the matter, sir?" "Oh, you know, just a few years ago, my wife passed away. And about 6 months ago, I found this 25-year-old blonde girl. She lives with me now, and she washes for me, she cooks for me, she makes love with me." Nurse says, "That's fantastic. Why are you crying?" "I can't remember where I live." So Tara's been singing a little song for Brad.
Person, and this very special person is my great grandma. There's just so much that I wanna say. 'Cause when I look at you, all my thoughts get in the way. I've been loving you forever, just as long as you want me to be. I've been loving you forever. All this love's for you and me. I've been loving you. I've been loving you, loving you. We've gone too far to ever turn back now. This love will last forever. I can see it all now. I've been loving you, loving you. Yeah, it's forever. I've been loving you.
Black, white, and red. Okay. Can you tell me first? Or what? Black and white and red all over? A newspaper.
A midnight clear, that glorious song of old.
we're going to have a toast to Grandma, because she's the best grandma. So if everybody can stand and pretend that you're going to drink something. Best grandma, for she's the jolly best grandma, for she's the jolly best grandma, which nobody can deny. Nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, for she's the jolly best grandma, for she's the jolly best grandma, for she's the jolly best grandma, which nobody can deny.
Thanks a lot, and I think that
What?
You're not on the house. Hi, Mom. Tyler, get your hand on it. Now you're digging on your cake. Let me get this guy out of the cake. He cut me off. Yeah, this guy broke the appetite to eat the whole cake. What? I'm ready. Is this thing ever for you, Grandma? Is this thing for you? Camera? And the whole thing? Oh, I thought the whole thing was for her. That's my hair. I didn't take that.
What?
Anybody give me 85 birthday? How are you looking over? Go with the candle. Go with the candle. You're all done, guys?
Pretty good.
That's it. Okay.
I want to show this to Brenda. You have to open the cake, Mom. Sorry. Okay, I'll take this.
One more.
are all the grandchildren and great-grandchildren?
Okay, that's the mark spot up there. Spot. Down, get really low.
Oh, you have to go back.
Cheese.
Justin, get ready to run. This picture goes on, but you can touch my girl. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Mark. Mark.
Get ready.
Get back, Mark, into the close to ground, Mark. Get back close to ground. Way in there. Right?
This is for Grandma, you guys.
Come on, Ryan. Sit down now by Grandma because it's for her birthday present. Ryan, come sit up here. You stay. Come on out here. Oh, he's got to stand up. Look, guys. Look. Please.
Say cheese.
Can we go play now?
Should I have this on my letter?
Grandma is now home with all her birthday presents, and she spent about an hour going through everything. So this is the close of her 85th birthday.
You got anything to say? Has it been a tough day?
No.
It's been a good day? Especially the presents.
Yeah.
What about the people?
Yeah.
All those people. Wasn't that nice?
Yeah. She'd say so.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Thank you.
The end. Get your checkbook out. Grandma.
Yeah, well, you see, my
Do you want to hear
husband
this?
was a cross-country skier, you know. So this he's coming in from the 40-mile race in Banff.
And that's him in the front.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that nice?
He won the
won the
race. You tell Grandma.
Yeah, well, maybe you can tell it better. This is one of the young skiers that, you know, Paul worked with a lot. So, and he drew this,
Painted
the
it.
boy
Wasn't
that
there
gave
colour?
it to me.
Tell him who it was.
Serval.
Serval.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clarence.
Clarence.
Yes.
Oh,
See, and if you
sure.
look on the back, if you turn it over, you see the information there? That was in the Calgary Herald.
It said an article on page 8 of the Calgary Albertan Daily newspaper dated February the 9th, 1929, Saturday. The headlines across the top of the page read, Camrose skier wins 40-mile race, and under the heading, Paul Gotaas first in Lake Louise to Banff skiing test. Covers the 40-mile grind in 5 hours and 15 minutes and 17 seconds. This event was an outstanding feature of the skiing competition held in conjunction with the Banff Winter Carnival.
Isn't that
And
nice?
then he used to go to Jasper and go the 30-mile race, different guys.
These
Boy,
are all
that's
his
a
trophies
cute
here
thing,
now.
Of course, no, you're not.
No, none of the big cups. All these here belong to me. I don't want to be front and center, but these belong to me, Dawn.
Yeah.
Those are all Canadian championships. And all those at the back belong to my famous father skiing. But Mom always felt that mine should be in front because I'm the guy that she threw out to the dock and the dog threw.
I usually take is, oh my goodness. Oh dear. Now you're going to 17, and I never was around cooking, you know, before I came over here.
So how many cups of that do you use?
Just 1 cup.
1 cup of
Yeah,
rolled oats.
rolled oats.
Yeah. Rolled oats. 1 cup of rolled oats. Cup of rolled oats, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of shortening, and 2 tablespoons of cooking
Of what?
molasses. Molasses.
I don't know if I have enough. I think I have.
Well, it looked like it was pretty good. And we put them in there. You melt that off probably with the hot stuff, eh?
I might have to put it in this morning. See as soon
You need the rest of that for your hands and the bowl and that?
Yeah.
So you need cup of rolled oats, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of shortening, which is lard,
Yeah.
2 tablespoons of cooking molasses, 1 3/4 cups of boiling water, and 2 envelopes or 2 tablespoons of yeast and a little bit less than
No,
that.
not 2 tables. Did you say teaspoons?
Tablespoons.
Oh, yeah.
2 tablespoons of yeast or just a little less, and you dissolve that in lukewarm water, a cereal bowl about half full of lukewarm water with 2 teaspoons of sugar in it, and let it rise a few minutes. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, you know.
Grandma, could you give a few words to the camera on what you think about Oh my. Tell her that this is for Eloise and Brenda's future.
That's good, you know.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
for our future.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so that we know how to make bread when you're not around to do it for us.
Nice and healthy brown bread, too.
I wouldn't be surprised that doesn't turn out. But
Well, it never fails when you do try to, go through the
but I made this so many times. But, it all depends on the flours, too, sometimes, I
Do you
usually
warm your
get
flour?
the Robin Hood.
But do you warm your flour?
No,
No.
well, I do at times, but
Do
when
you?
you put the boiling water, you don't. But I do when I make like the fruit bread.
Yeah.
I can put it in the oven.
In
for
the
a
oven,
while.
the flour.
Yeah, to warm it a little bit.
Does it hurt to warm the flour?
No, it
No.
doesn't hurt. I think it makes
Speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, speeds up the...
not to get it too hot, but to get, oh my, my hair is so bad too.
You better take a look, Brenda. You better, this is the product that is now rising.
Oh, yeah.
The rising product.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my, I've never had this much fun making brown bread.
Oh, gosh. Well, we'll, it's kind of nice to to know how to do it if you want to do it. You know what I mean? And by
Well, she
walking,
has her whole lifetime. I used to make all the bread, you know, you never bought bread.
and the way the economy is, we may be back to making
Yeah.
it, right?
I still have my big pan, you know.
Oh well. Here we go, Brenda.
Now up there. He said that anyway. See, I should do.
Could you girls look at me just for a minute?
And I take it out.
You're in Hollywood again.
Oh my.
And you tell Brenda how you do things.
We have to come and see her rising.
Okay.
Oh, she's
Just
sturdy.
a minute.
yeah.
Oh, look at it. It says her rising.
Is it? Oh, yes, it's starting to rise. What happens that yours and mine doesn't rise, Brenda?
We
Huh?
don't have the Grandma Goddess touch.
The touch.
Okay, get back to work, girls.
Well,
Did you get those pans from Grandma Moeller by any
yes, I
chance?
did, Eliza.
Did you?
She was working at Duggan's,
Uh-huh.
and they had those pans. I don't know what that they had that locker, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know how she got them, but I got them given to me.
Do you know how old they are? I have some of those pans too, Brenda. I should try to find you a couple of those pans, Brenda.
You should.
If I've got extra ones there, I think, and I'll give you a couple so you have the right kind of pans.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Brenda, I want you to... I can't see the bread.
Oh, here, down.
Now, Brenda, is this the finished product?
Finished product of our brown bread.
Oh, and it rose too.
Just hang on and keep it going. I want to push the date so that it comes on here.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, just a minute. Oh, there's the date. January 31st, 1991.
Oh.
Isn't that good? Well, Brenda, you can try yours tomorrow and I'll try mine the next day.
You betcha.
Okay.
I bought my rolled oats.
Thanks, Grandma, for your help.
Yeah.
Brenda, do that again. Do it again, because I missed that. I had it shut off. Okay.
Runaway derelict, scud bottom vagrant, ain't you, like the rest of